So after John Durham's latest bombshell revelations involving Hillary Clinton's alleged illegal spying operation against President Trump, the most hated politician in America, Hillary Clinton, could not miss her opportunity to do damage control at the 2022 New York State Democratic Convention this week, where she did what she does best: pivot and lie.
They've been coming after me again lately, in case you might have noticed. It's funny, the more trouble Trump gets into, the wilder the charges and conspiracy theories about me seem to get.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. They're so wild, aren't they, Hillary? Ay, ay, ay. Joining me now to analyze Hillary Clinton's body language, telltale signs in all of this, is behavior and body language expert. He's a former U.S. Army interrogator. Greg Hartley is here. Greg, what do you make of that clip?
Yeah, Grant, this is stock and trade for her. She does what she typically does, that kind of sarcastic smile, kind of shed off whatever the problem is. If we laugh about it, it doesn't matter. So you can see she smiles. She kind of draws people in, narrows her eyes. She's doing, interestingly enough, a batoning move, which we usually call batoning when you hold your finger out and do this and you're beating somebody with information. But her husband, famously, after the Lewinsky thing, changed it so that presidents hold their hands this way. And she's using the Clinton baton as she's driving that point home. I see sarcasm and disdain, and she's using her face like a regulator to control the conversation.
And you know, President Trump uses that. Ron DeSantis uses that. I don't know. Heck, I even think I use that sometimes.
Yeah, up until he got in trouble, up until Clinton was in trouble over Lewinsky, every president would do this, and he started that. If you go back and look at the reels.
Interesting. It is. All right, let's do this one. Hillary responds to the spying allegations.
They're getting awfully close to actual malice in their attacks. But as I said, don't get distracted. Don't let the extremes of any or either side throw us off course. Focus on the solutions that matter to voters.
Greg, I know this is a body language segment, and I'm doing everything I can to hold back from making it into a punditry segment. Tell me what she's doing here.
Well, I'm going to make her blood boil because she did a Trumpism. She did her fingers this way. She's doing it. She started it in 2016. I know she's going to hate that if she watches this. But you see that finger point. She does it this way to put a finer point on things, which Trump does very effectively. Again, she's playing to her base. She's playing to people that know her. And I think her number one failure is that she treats everyone as if they believe what she believes and think what she thinks. So when she's doing this behind closed doors, it's one thing. But when you get her under stress, she's a different animal. It's so very different to watch.
Do you think President Trump is so in her head that he's got her now doing that same move?
I don't know why she started, but, you know, when a person is alpha-ish around other people, people copy him. If you watch all the people around, Trump did this when they were in his organization. So could be. I just think I didn't notice it until 2016. And she has reinvented herself a few times. I do give her credit for, at her age, being able to change. If you listen to some of her speeches now, she's got the cadence of Obama. She's studying what it takes to deliver better. So it'd be interesting to see what she does.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's always this one, too, from President Trump.
Yeah.
You see Ron DeSantis doing that as well. Even I do that on the program now. All right, let's play Hillary Clinton. This is her embracing that the GOP embraces the insurrection, an outrageous claim. Listen to this.
When the Republican Party officially embraces violent insurrection as legitimate political discourse, when storming the Capitol, assaulting police officers, trying to overturn an election are being normalized, we are in uncharted territory.
Greg, what does my body language say when I start to do this, like before I want to say something?
Well, trust me, some of the times we're doing this, I have the same problem. It's hard for me not to say, what are you thinking? The irony of one of the best in this whole batch is when she talks about division. And she's right before that saying this, doing that batoning. You see her whole body illustrating what she's saying. People who believe what they're saying, regardless of whether they're facts or not, are going to be emphatic in what they communicate. You see it all the time. And she's doing that. Watch her whole body. But there's also a little bit of turtling as her body shrinks when she's talking about this. And that's usually diminishing target size.
I was just going to say, that I see her doing that, and it's fascinating. Diminishing target size. I guess the subconscious plays unbelievable roles in all of this. Greg Hartley,
Sure.
It's always fascinating to hear you break these speeches down. Thank you so much. Enjoy the weekend.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Grant Stinchfield is on Newsmax every night, fighting for the America First agenda.